Hello and welcome back to Focus Atlanta again. I am your host, Keisha Lancelin. Thanks so much for continuing to watch. The holidays are a fantastic time to be with family, but sometimes as our parents and our older relatives get up there in age, we have to learn how to navigate that time with them. I'm back with Centerwell Senior Care, Dr. Sejour Donatien. Thank you so much for coming back on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's a great time of year, but we really want to be conscious about how we're spending that time with our older family members. Are we making them comfortable? Do you have any tips for us?
Sure. We know that the holidays is a time of lots of festivities and fun. However, our seniors sometimes can get lost in the shuffle. As they age, their mobility may be affected. And so, as family members, we have to be cognizant of that and make efforts to connect with them. Oftentimes they may be far away. So one of the ways to connect is virtually. Now that there's a lot of smart devices where we can see them, we can connect by phone, and we can just create new opportunities and new traditions that they can share with us during this season.
Oh, I love that. I hadn't really considered the whole video call with them. That would be a really nice way to connect, to see their faces, let them see your face. There's something, phone calls are great. Phone calls have been working for years, but there's something about seeing a relative, on that screen and making them feel a part of the day. That's a great tip. Is there anything that we could do when we are able to be with them and when they're able to be there with us at the dinner table?
Oh, sure, for sure. So, one of the things that's important if you have that opportunity to visit with your seniors is to use that time not only to connect emotionally, but also to check on how they're doing. You want to make sure that they have enough food in their house, in their refrigerators, and in their cupboards, because that's really a big issue with our seniors, making sure they have healthy meals. You want to take that opportunity to look out for hazards, make sure the home is safe. And of course, if you have a chance, take a look at their medications. Make sure that they don't have expired medications, and also look and make sure that their hygiene is on point, that they are able to care for themselves. Oftentimes, seeing them in their home moving around, you get to pick up on different cues and what their needs are.
Oh, those are great tips. Those are great tips. I think that sometimes when we're visiting, we're just so happy to see them that we don't always take the time to, look in the refrigerator and see what what they have and what's spoiled and what can be thrown away. Maybe restock it for them while they're there, while you're there during the holiday. Something, that they don't have to do that next week. That's a great idea.
So one of the things to think about is after the big day and after the celebrations and the festivities are done, then, they're still in the season and they may feel lonely. And so one of the things that you may want to encourage your loved one, your parents, is to get involved and get connected within their communities. They can consider volunteering their time, and they'll participate in other community activities, public celebration events like tree lighting in their city and their towns. These are great ways for them to not only celebrate the day, but get to enjoy the whole season. And another great opportunity is connecting with community centers and activity centers where they'll be doing lots of arts and crafts around the holiday and season.
Oh, that's a great idea. Anything to keep them active, anything to keep them, like you said, engaged in this season.
Yes.
It's a great idea. Do you all at Centerwell, have a website where we can kind of check in and get some of these tips?
Oh yes, for sure. If they want to connect with us, our website is centerwellprimarycare.com, and we have 7 locations here in the Atlanta area. So there's always that opportunity to stop in and actually be part of the community events that we offer.
Oh, now that's a nice opportunity as well. That's always a feel good thing for me for the holidays when we're able to go to centers like that, and maybe they're having a tree lighting or something like that. Those are the opportunities that we as a community can kind of wrap our arms around. You guys, thank you for that invitation.
Oh, you're welcome.
Dr. Sedgwick, it's always a pleasure to see you. Thanks so much for coming back on the show.
Thank you again for having me.
Absolutely. All right, guys, it's a great time of year. It should be a great time of year for our seniors as well. So whether you're visiting them in their space or you're making a way for them to come to see you, take the opportunity to maybe, brush up on some tips. Make sure that they have food in the house. Make sure that they're able to get around. Make sure that, safety measures have been taken. This is a great opportunity to sneak it in on them when they think that you're just visiting for the holidays. So go to the website, learn more, and stay tuned for more Focus Atlanta. We'll be right back.